Hello and welcome to the Easy English Guide to Proper Pronunciation. Today we're looking at the vowel sounds, and I have to thank Marcelo from Argentina for hurrying me up with the vowel sounds. So here we are, starting on page 24 of the Easy English Guide, and I'm just going to run through each of the verses for the vowel sounds. Later on I'll be doing a separate video on each page of the guide, so I'll be treating each sound in much more depth. Starting with I. Good place to start, I. There is a lady sweet and kind, was never face so pleased my mind. I did but see her passing by, and yet I love her till I die. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. There was an old woman who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. Ah, as a beauty I'm not a great star. There are others more handsome by far. But my face I don't mind it, because I'm behind it. 'Tis the folks in the front that I jar. How many cars would a car park park if a car park could park cars? A car park would park all it could park if a car park could park cars. Air. Air, hair, lair. If you meet the Queen, you have to say air, hair, lair. They're in there together, making all their plans. They're in their little secret room, washing all their hands. Their tongues are all on fire, and their ears are burning too. They're plotting in their parlour there, talking about you. Eh. Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground. Hickety, pickety, my black hen. She lays eggs for gentlemen. Gentlemen come every day to see what my black hen doth lay. Sometimes 9 and sometimes 10. Hickety, pickety, my black hen. E. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. A certain young fellow named Beebe wished to marry a young lady named Phoebe. But he said, I must see what the minister's fee be, before Phoebe be Phoebe be. E. There once was a man named Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind came along and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan. Begin again. 6 little mice sat down to spin. Pussy came by and she peeped in. What are you doing, my little men? We're weaving coats for gentlemen. Shall I come in and cut off your threads? Oh no, Miss Pussy, you'll bite off our heads. The schwa. Dr. Foster went to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle right up to his middle and never went there again. Tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief. Brother from another mother. A mother to her son did utter, Go, my son, and shut the shutter. The shutter's shut, the son did utter. I cannot shut it any shutter. Ooh. How many books would a good chook book if a good chook could book? A good chook would book all she could book if a good chook could book. This is ooh. A tutor who tutored a flute tried to tutor 2 tutors to toot. Said the 2 to their tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor 2 tutors to toot? Cock-a-doodle-doo. My dame has lost her shoe. My master's lost his fiddling stick and doesn't know what to do. If you're lost We're now on page 29 of the guide, and it's oor. Up in Yorkshire one may cycle on a tour of the moor, whilst in Brighton there's the option of a tour of the sewer. One is thus put to the challenge of which tour to procure. But contrasting the gay clatter and the cyclist's happy chatter with the dark and danky odour of the cavern of the ratter, one is highly recommended to insure against the latter. Oi. Any noise annoys an oyster, but a noisy noise annoys an oyster most. Roy was a boy most loyal to the royals. He found his greatest joy in royal employ. His loyalty could be neither spoiled nor soiled. Simply a most royal, loyal boy was Roy. I saw Esau kissing Kate. Kate saw I saw Esau. Esau saw that I saw Kate, and Kate saw I saw Esau. I saw Esau kissing Kate. The fact is, we all three saw. For I saw her, and she saw me, and she saw I saw Esau. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed, bumped his head, and couldn't get up in the morning. Ow. How now, brown cow? I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over, pour me out. There was a young girl of West Ham who hastily jumped on a tram. When she had embarked, the conductor remarked, "Your fare, miss," she answered. "I am." What I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I do want a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. Tin coffee pots and iron coffee pots, they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot 9 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the pot 9 days old. O. Page 32, in case you're wondering. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For nobody's toes are posies of roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be. I'd rather have fingers than toes. I'd rather have ears than a nose. And as for my hair, I'm glad it's still there. I'll be awfully sad when it goes. Ol. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Over the page. Surprisingly difficult sound for some English learners to make. Doesn't exist in some languages. My name's Burke. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? A. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. And the last one in the vowel section, page 34, Iya. It's a diphthong actually, but Iya. There was a young fellow named Weir who hadn't an atom of fear. He indulged a desire to touch a live wire. Most any last line will do here. So, those are the vowels in the Easy English Guide. Later on I'll do, as I said, a separate video treating each sound in much more depth and talking about ways in which to practice or extend them. If you haven't got the Easy English Guide, there's a link coming up at the end of the video, or you can go to my website, earthsideeducation.com, one word, Earthside Education, and I heartily recommend it. It'll be very helpful for you if you're an English teacher, teacher of English as a second language, or a primary school teacher, or remedial, or drama, and extremely useful if you're an English learner and you're having trouble getting those vowel sounds pronounced properly. So do get the book. Much more useful to use the book alongside these videos. Thank you.